How is the LinkedIn bot different to a cold email marketing outreach channel? That's what we're going to be discussing on this video, and I'm going to give you 6 key benefits that I believe LinkedIn bots have as an outreach channel compared to cold email marketing. Now, if you don't know what a LinkedIn bot is, or you don't know what cold email marketing is, I suggest you check out some of my earlier videos. I'll have some links in the description. But if you know what a LinkedIn bot is, you know how in theory it works to generate leads on LinkedIn automated on your behalf versus how cold email marketing works by sending emails out to your ideal prospects, and you know roughly how these things work, then this is going to give you 6 reasons why you should pick the LinkedIn bot instead of cold email marketing, especially in 2019. My name's Larry Koch and I'm the founder of Brainy Marketing. The purpose of this channel is to help small, medium-sized and growing companies who are keen to take digital marketing very, very seriously, to impact their business and their lives, and to give them some practical things that they can use from tomorrow to help them do just that. All of my content is for free, it always will be, and if it's going to be useful to you, I suggest subscribing. Alright, now on with today's 6 reasons. Well, the first reason is something called data privacy, right? So if you have ever run cold emails before, or if you're thinking about running cold emails, you may encounter the issue of, okay, am I going to fall foul of the ICO? Okay, am I going to get data privacy strikes against what I'm doing? Now, just to be clear, it is completely legitimate for you to cold email anybody you like, so long as you're doing it under what they call legitimate interest. So while you can still technically cold email people, LinkedIn bots just don't have that problem. Everything in LinkedIn is covered by the LinkedIn service agreement that everyone signs when they create an account. So technically, once somebody is a first degree connection, you could message them 1,000,000 times a day if you wanted. Now, obviously that's going to really tick them off, and whatever you're trying to achieve with that person isn't going to happen, but you don't need to worry about a third party like the ICO, an oversight body, getting in touch with you because of your activity on LinkedIn. So if you happen to mess up, if you happen to by accident keep sending someone emails who's unsubscribed because you just didn't, you made a mistake, you're not going to get the slap on the wrist or even potentially the serious fine that you might get from the ICO. You can breathe a bit easier, you can rest easier at night knowing that you're not falling foul of anything. So that's a key benefit right there. The second that I want to go over is deliverability. So if you've ever sent cold emails before, you'll see that a certain percentage just bounce, or some people obviously unsubscribe, or some people send you hate mail right back, but effectively a lot of people just never see the email either. So that's what we call deliverability. It might be like 70% deliverability, 80% deliverability, you don't know, but all these things count against your domain credibility. You may have to buy new domains when one domain has become non-credible in the eyes of Google or whoever. If you send somebody a message on LinkedIn, you can guarantee 100% everyone will receive it. Okay, so that's a big benefit there, right there. You never need to worry about verifying emails and all of this. Everyone's going to get the message. Whether they choose to read it or not, that's the art and science of LinkedIn messaging. Now, connected to that second reason is a third reason, which is open rate. Because everybody gets those messages 100% delivered, there's another thing going on, which is everyone tends to read their LinkedIn messages. And that's because you just don't receive that many. I mean, at the worst, you're going to receive 1 LinkedIn message a day for most people. Some people get 1 LinkedIn message a month. But compare that to your number of emails you get in your inbox. It might be hundreds a day, certainly is for me. So by targeting people in LinkedIn, you're competing with much less people for their attention. So once you've got them in LinkedIn, once they've logged into LinkedIn, they will read your message. So on a typical cold email marketing campaign, you might be lucky if you get 30% open rates. I know terrible campaigns that barely get 10%. On LinkedIn, we're talking about 90% open rates. Okay, so you might be even timesing by 6, 7, 8, 9 times the effectiveness or the open rate of your emails. So for 5, if you send out a couple hundred LinkedIn messages, could have the same effect of sending out a couple thousand cold emails. The fourth reason that I want to go over is what I call the in-network effect. And the in-network effect just simply means if you're in somebody's network, like you're a first degree connection, you're a Facebook friend, whatever, you get a little boost in their eyes because you are part of the same crew, you're part of the same club. And even if everyone tacitly knows that someone, just because they're in your network doesn't necessarily mean you've even ever met them, but there's a kind of ambiguity around it where people just subconsciously see you in a better light if you're in their connections, and that's actually well researched. So that in-network effect will help you and will get your message read loud and clear. My fifth reason is what I call a tactical advantage. And this is just referring to the amount of segmentation you can do using cold email versus LinkedIn. So in cold email systems that I've created, that I run, you typically get a bulk amount of emails, maybe 10, 20,000, and you have your strategy. You might have several different campaigns that you're testing, like 2 or 3, but you're basically talking about acquiring a big asset of emails, a database of emails, and then letting it run. So that targeting you did, I want CEOs of these companies in these locations, whatever, that's once you get to do that every kind of 3 months to make it really like a realistic thing to run at scale. Otherwise, it'll just be too draining. Trying to get 100 emails for this email and then 200 for that one, the time it's going to take to do that is prohibitive. Whereas on LinkedIn, it's not so. You can change your targeting on a daily basis. Think about that. You can just go, I want to target these people today, then these people the next day. And because you're not having to extract any email addresses or buy any email addresses or kind of have the whole email verification, all of those really annoying, time-consuming things, you can switch like that. So that's a very big tactical advantage. It will allow you to iterate and test much quicker. The sixth thing I want to talk about is the main one, and I've saved it for last. It's the cost. Because you might be thinking, what does it cost to do these things? And I can tell you right now, it's a lot cheaper to run a LinkedIn bot. Cold email marketing systems that I've run in the past, they typically rack up, if I'm doing it for my agency, a couple, maybe £1,500 a month, maybe £2,000 a month, but I can send about 10,000 emails. You can probably do one for less, but you're putting yourself at more risk. So you are talking about like $1,000+ to set up a really tight system. Whereas LinkedIn bots, £100 is all you need. And that's just the cost of a Sales Navigator license and the LinkedIn bot automation software you're using. You will then need a couple hours every week, 2 or 3 hours every week to properly run a LinkedIn bot because they can shut down. But you're talking about a couple hours that you can train an intern to do, a couple £100 maybe to run a couple LinkedIn bots, and you get the same effect or the same number of leads as a £1,500 really tiresome to set up cold email marketing system. That's kind of my wrap up of the 6 things. I hope you found it useful. I'm not knocking LinkedIn bots. I'm certainly not knocking LinkedIn bots. I'm certainly not knocking cold email marketing. There's a place for both. Depends on your business, but hopefully this video gives you some insight into why LinkedIn bots are so powerful. And a lot of your competitors, I guarantee you, are not using LinkedIn bots. I think you should take a really, really good, hard look at using a LinkedIn bot for your business if you're a B2B company. If you do want to, like I mentioned in the description to this video, I will have a link to my LinkedIn bot masterclass. Sign up over there, check it out, and let me know how you get on. Well, that's been my video for today, guys. If you found it useful, subscribe to this channel. You'll get everything else I have to say about LinkedIn bots. Many more videos on the subject to come. Take care. See you for the next one. Bye. Hey there, brainy marketers. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you found it useful, do us a favor and like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share this video on all of your social media channels. So go ahead and do all those things, and we'll see you for the next video. Cheers.